Good evening, Devils fans. On behalf of managing partners David Blitzer and Josh Harris, we welcome you to the John MacLean induction into the New Jersey Devils Ring of Honor, presented by Citizens. John ranks second all-time in Devils franchise history in goals and points, and won 2 Stanley Cups in New Jersey as a player in 1995 and as an assistant coach in 2003. Tonight, we honor his contributions and accomplishments with the Devils organization. First, we'd like to welcome back a number of former Devils players, coaches, and executives that impacted John's time here in New Jersey. Glenn Chico Resch. Bruce Driver. Jim Dowd. Aaron Broughton. Tom Charsky. Tommy Alpoli. Brendan Shanahan. Ken Danico. Martin Brodeur. Scott Stevens. And now, please turn your attention to the video board as we introduce tonight's honoree.
I've been so lucky in New Jersey to be such a part of first playoffs, first Stanley Cup. It's been tremendous.
Very competitive. He played hard, he played the right way, and he wanted to score in the big moments. He wanted it on his stick.
For Johnny, Kenny, and I, we were together basically on and off for about 10 years there playing together. To go on to win the Stanley Cup together was special to me.
He could play any situation, and he was very valuable and a very proven playoff player.
Mac, he was such a clutch player, clutch goal scorer. He was our go-to guy. He was the guy we could count on.
Sorella got in. Sorella takes a shot. Saved by Payne.
Accompanied by his wife Adrian, his son JC and JC's wife Mary, and his son Kyle, please welcome tonight's honoree, John MacLean. Joining John at center ice are managing partners David and Allison Blitzer. They are presenting John with their Ring of Honor engraved commemorative tag Hoyer watch. Now, on behalf behalf of the players, Devils captain Nico Hischier is presenting John with a custom engraved bottle of Opus One Cabernet. And finally, joining John at center ice is Peter McMullen, the son of Devils' first owner and first inductee into the Ring of Honor, Dr. John J. McMullen, and Devils Ring of Honor members Sergei Brinlin and Jacques Laubert. They are presenting John with his custom jacket, which symbolizes his place in Devils history as a member of the Devils Ring of Honor. Now, John would like to say a few words.
Wow. It wasn't... Thank you. It's been a long time. It's been a long time. I have to thank a few people before we move on here. I'd like to thank David and Allison Blitzer, Josh, and Marjorie Harris, and the entire Devils organization. It's quite an honor, and for them to give this to me, I'm more than thankful. I want to mention my mom and dad. I lost both my mom and dad this past year. 94 years old, so both of them were 94. They within 6 months of one another. Incredible. John and Rose, it seems like yesterday, we're in Montreal, walking down to the New Jersey Devil draft table, meeting Billy McMillan, Max McNabb, Marshall Johnson, Burt Marshall, the guys that were integral in drafting me in the first round for the Devils. As I've said, wasn't sure where Jersey was, but once I got here, and I learned to love it because of the fans, because of the group of guys that I played with. Everything in my career I've done, it's been a first. Coming down here, had great ownership early on in my career. Dr. McMullen, never met a man. He was such a tremendous man. Him and his wife, Jackie, son Peter. He always wanted the best for his players. He'd have us over to his house, never seen a house as big as he had in Montclair, opened it up to us every training camp. Sometimes he regretted it, sometimes it worked out well, but he was just so kind to us. He was firm, so I wanted to acknowledge him. The other honorees here tonight, my buddy Sarge here, incredible hockey player. Peter, representing his father. Jacques, smartest hockey man I've ever met. Big part of us winning our first Stanley Cup. So I wanted to honor them. It was tremendous. I'm speechless for looking to my left, Hall of Famers, all of them, for them to come, Hall of Famers, teammates to come and honor me tonight. Brendan, Dano, Marty, Scotty, and of course Lou. To my right, You know, when we broke in 18, 19 years old, we had a couple players on the team, maybe a little bit older than us. Chico might have been one of those guys, but they took such good care of us. Remember it forever. Chico, guys that aren't here right now, Mel Bridgman, Don Lever, the two captains early. Then we have the great Bruce Driver, Jersey Jim Dowd, Aaron Broughton, another guy that took care of us, looked out for us, Tommy Chorsky from the 95 team, Tommy Abilene. Great teammates, great champions. So to have these guys come and honor me is very, very special. You know, I'm looking at my list here. I'm trying to grab everybody, make sure that I don't miss anybody. But the '88 year was a huge year for the organization. I happened to be a part of it. Lucky enough to score the goal. Lou was the architect of it. He put a face on this franchise, and it wasn't an individual face. He made us believe in the logo. We all played for the logo. We had such success that year. It was tremendous. We found ourselves. We had my first roommates when I came down here, all a part of it. Kirk Muller, Pat Verbeek, Joe Sorella, all great Devils. We were all young guys together, trying to find our way, looking for direction. Lou came in and gave us that direction. Along with, he made a coaching change, happens to do at times, but he brought in Jimmy Schoenfeld. Changed my career. Came in with enthusiasm, passion, believed in me. His first game that he coached, I got a hat trick against the Pittsburgh Penguins. And then the year went off from there. It was just incredible. Get through '88, trials and tribulations. We make the playoffs, we don't make the playoffs, we make the playoffs. We're in and out. Finally have a little consistency with Jacques Lemaire. We lose in '94 in the semifinals, disappointed. We come back the next year and win the Stanley Cup in '95. We learned the true meaning of a team. It was a four-line team, 6 defensemen, 8 if we needed. Extra guys in and out of the lineup. Sarge and Jersey Jim were in and out. Jimmy couldn't play at home, I think. Sarge had to play at home. Jimmy had to play on the road. So different things that we went through, but the most important part was us winning. And for me personally, to do it with Bruce and Kenny, 2 of the guys who went through the trials and tribulations that we had. Thank you. I'd like to thank the teams, Winnipeg, for coming out here. You guys don't have to do it, but I know you guys are part of a great organization. I happened to make a stop in Winnipeg. I didn't play for the Jets, but I played for the Moose. I spent a couple months there. The Chipmans, who own the Jets now, tremendous people, couldn't have treated me any better. Winnipeg's a great city. Thank you. For the Devil players, I appreciate you guys giving me this time, coming out. I have one message to you guys. As I said, everything I did was the first in my career. But I remember the first day Jacques Lemaire got hired. He doesn't wear a lot of rings. He had his rings on. We knew Jacques, I think, won 8 to 10 Stanley Cups. I went up to him. I said, oh my God, what's it like to win the Stanley Cup? And Jacques, being man of many words, he looked at me and he said, everyone should get to experience it once. And I'm like, oh my God, okay, thank you. And I knew we were in. I knew we were in good hands. We were going to do whatever it took. We were going to sacrifice. We were going to become a team. We were going to put the effort in the practice. To the players of the New Jersey Devils and the organization, you're going to go up and down. You're going to get your opportunity. You'll know when it is. Be ready for it, and it'll be your first. It'll be your first in the Prudential Center. That's what you look for the fans here. I hope that for you. Of course, all these things that I talked about, the great accomplishments from my playing career, my greatest accomplishments are to the left. My boys, they grew up here in New Jersey, played their minor hockey here. They played Montclair Blues, went to the Colonials, the Rockets. They learned how to play here. So my son Jay Sear with his beautiful wife Mary, so proud. Kyle, my son, here as well, so proud. But the one that this is owed to is my beautiful wife, Adrian. Somehow, Dano always is in my life some way. I met Adrian at the Forest Gate Golf Club. She was playing a golf tournament. My buddy Dano, of course, he's very shy. He was introducing himself to everybody. He introduced himself to Adrian. We found our way to, she was playing ahead of me. My good friend Al Feldman brought her over to the table to introduce her for dinner. There was 2 seats available. One was beside Dano, and one was beside me. She chose the seat beside me. Luckiest day of my life. I knew from that moment on that that was the girl I was going to marry. Best decision. She's the rock of our family, the mother, the CEO. Thank you, and I love you. I am so honored. Go Devils.
It's now the moment we've all been waiting for. Please turn your attention to section 104 as we get set to unveil our newest addition to the Ring of Honor. Helping us with the reveal is Ben Matthews, Senior Vice President, Commercial Banking and Citizens. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Let's hear it one more time for the newest member of the Devils Ring of Honor, John MacLean.